Hi, Andy.
Now, Sasha, we are talking to the boss. And one thing I've always wanted to know is where'd that name come from?
For me, it came from actually just looking around what I needed at the time. I remember coming down to NXT and just being so happy and so humbled that I got signed by the WWE, which was always my dream since I was 10 years old. But I was like, I need something. I need a little nickname. So I looked around and I'm like, you know what, your cousin's Snoop Dogg. And all his security team and all the people who worked around him always called him Boss. And I was like, you know what, Sasha Boss Banks. And that's where I kind of got my little nickname from.
SummerSlam Heatwave Tour is happening at the Augusta Civic Center on Saturday. We're talking with Sasha Banks. So, John Cena's on the same card. You're both from Massachusetts. Do you guys talk a little shop backstage? What's it like being on the same card?
Man, it's so exciting. It's not to make him sound old, but I grew up watching John Cena and knew that he was from West Newbury. So it's crazy that we're both coming back to, New England. Hopefully I get cheered more than him. I'm more the hometown favorite. But it's so cool. I remember I got to work with his dad in the independent scene up in Maine and in Connecticut. So it's almost like full circle.
Well, that's going to be great. It's happening on Saturday. And I always say, whatever it is sports-wise, there's nothing like going to the live event. It completely alters, your feeling about the event. In wrestling's case, I mean, there's so much energy involved with the show. Talk about being the legit boss, having the entire crowd on your side, and the power of having thousands of people watching what you do. Oh,
it's the best feeling in the world. And if you've never been to a WWE show, now's the time to come. I mean, like you said, going to a live show, there's just this interaction that you live off the energy of the crowd. And I know up in Maine, the crowd's always incredible. So I can't wait to come this Saturday. And, knowing that we're going to have John Cena who's going to be there with Rusev, and it's going to be a special SmackDown Live match. You do have the women who always try to outdo the boys, and you have Seth Rollins, the Hardy Boys. I mean, we're just here to give it our all like we always do.
And I think that you're a great role model, too, because a lot of what you do, a lot of it is just, self-empowerment.
Oh, absolutely. So crazy knowing that I'm a role model. It's probably my favorite thing that I get to do is seeing little girls dress up as you and knowing that you make a difference in their life and just, they can accomplish anything. And that's what this woman's evolution is about. We want to show little girls that, if you put your mind to it, you can achieve whatever you want in your heart.
What can fans expect on Saturday?
Well, you can expect an amazing show. Like I said, we're going to have Seth Rollins, the Hardy Boys, who, every time that they come on, I become a little fangirl all over again. I start screaming, oh my God, they're here! From John Cena, which is very rare to have a SmackDown Live match at a Raw live event. So that's a special attraction. Rusev, from Cesaro and Sheamus, it's going to be an amazing show. It's family friendly. You can bring everybody from the little kids to the grandmas.
Now, as you mentioned earlier, Snoop Dogg is your cousin, and I'm sure you've been to a lot of hip-hop shows. Is he a big wrestling fan?
He's a huge wrestling fan. I remember anytime he got the call to come to WWE, I would call him and be like, please take me with you, please, please, please. So that's where our bond came with, is loving wrestling with each other. Because I remember at 16, I told him that I wanted to be in the WWE, and he told me, you can do it. If it's your dream, you go follow it. And, now I'm here, a former 3-time Raw Women's champion, got to main event Raw, got to main event at pay-per-view, got to just do so many first-time evers.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. The first woman to main event a WWE pay-per-view. What was that phone call like?
I remember I found out in the car driving to Boston with Bailey for Hell in a Cell, and I just started bawling my eyes out. I couldn't believe that. It was just, everything kind of just hit me, and it felt like, wow, I'm truly living my dream. I'm truly making history, and I'm truly making a difference.
We're talking to Sasha. She is the legit boss. And Saturday night. Now, tomorrow, Randy and Sarah with the Morning Buzz will have passes to this, but if you want to get tickets, they're still available. Augusta Civic Center. The show is Saturday. Sasha, thank you so much for taking time out of your day.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on Saturday.